ये क्या हो गया? मेरे दफ्तर में चूंटी आ गई है फिर से।
मैंने इधर बहुत कुछ लगाया मैडम, ये फिर से आ जाते। मार दो इसको, अभी मारती हूँ। खत्म।
रोज मारती हो तुम, बेरोजगार करती हो, बेघर नहीं करती हो अपने घरों से। नहीं, मारना नहीं है मुझे पता है, छुट्टी का टाइम है, लेकिन इसका पीछा करना है और इसके पूरे खानदान को कत्ल करना है, बेरोजगार करना है, बेघर करना है। मेरी बात समझ आई?
अभी जाने का टाइम है मैडम, मैं इसको
नहीं, मैं बता रही हूँ ये बिल्कुल। अब निकल जाओ यहाँ से, मैंने रिकॉर्डिंग करनी है। निकल जाए यहाँ से।
ओके।
So sorry about that. Hello everyone. I'm Meher Aunty. You know me. I am selling my playbook called Zalalat, and I do have to talk about it here on YouTube because it's very important that I remind you that I fought Zia and that you've done nothing with your lives at all. And so, just coming back, not just to the playbook, I've actually just attended a workers' rights seminar, and we were very upset by people who keep their workers overtime. It's absolutely wrong, and none of you should yell at them, say degrading things to them, or keep them overtime. Are you listening? Thank you. Now, one thing that you need to know is when people are appropriating, dead feminists or someone, you should let them. You should let them. We do give some young feminists complete impunity. So for example, if they can go ahead and call the newspapers and put a quote that, she was amazing and I really stood up to her, and then we will turn a blind eye to the fact that the person who made the quote didn't even condole with the family, and actually she didn't really like her. But that's, ancient history. It's ancient history because, sometimes people do pass away and we do have differences with them, but it's okay. It's okay to declare yourself their best friend and sit center stage. It's important in terms of legacy, Legacy is very important, and unfortunately, I do have to die. We do have to die. But anyway, we'll not talk about dying anymore. We will talk about other things. So, we talked about the almost slap division. I now need to tell you about what to do about these pesky cross-border feminists, especially the Indian feminists, what with their theory and their knowledge. But before I begin, please note that this fabulous shalwar and dupatta and everything is Indian. It's from India. My very special kada is actually from Chandni Chowk in Delhi. And my family is also from the wrong side of the border, that side, India. So I'm not anti-Indian. You cannot accuse me of that. Got it? And I did fight Zia, for God's sake. Zia didn't like India, so obviously, logically, I can't hate it because of Zia. Okay. My chai should be exactly 88 degrees Celsius. So, other than the almost slap division, to lagi to nahi na, we have an almost arrest division for the pesky cross-border Indian feminists. Now, what you can do is make an effort to invite them to Pakistan, because they'll have reporting visas, right? And in the reporting visas, they have to report to the police station, and if they leave the city, it's a big problem. It's actually a crime, and they can be arrested for it. So, if you are having a debate or an argument with Indian feminists and they happen to be winning it and they don't agree with you, no matter how much you've bullied, no matter how much you've done, you definitely cannot do an almost slap with them, which is why we created the almost arrest. So then what you do is you allow a resident bully to go to the thana and say that one of the Indian feminists violated her visa and left the city, so that she, you have to put the fear of God in people who don't agree with you. So it will really put the fear of God. And don't worry, there are always some people in the organization who are nice, who will handle it, who will take them to their homes, that kind of stuff. So, and it's really not a big deal because it was an almost arrest, right? It's not a full arrest. So this is a very important tactic in terms of zalalat. It is extremely, it works wonders. And then of course we silence everyone and pretend it never happened. We say, what kind of a nasty urban legend is this? It's absolutely wrong. No feminist would do something like this. And remember, like I said, bangles look Indian, Chandni Chowk, India, wrong side of the border. My Urdu is spectacular, but then I need Indian viewers. Whew. Almost a rest. Now, we talked about yesterday some pesky younger feminists who are tenacious enough to keep going and to keep screaming and to say all sorts of things that really get on our nerves. So when you have an inquiry, essentially you're having an inquisition. You're essentially having an inquisition. And in the inquisition, you will make sure that you simultaneously accuse them of contradictory things and unleash it into the public sphere. So you say that you are destroying WIF, but then you also want to take over WIF. So destroying and taking over, so they're like, hey, yeah, good tactic. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to declare irony dead during the inquisitions. If they have relatives supporting them, scream bias, but bring your own board members, because that's not biased, right? Or we can declare, so we declare irony dead, absolutely 100% dead. Then next, make sure that your chair leading the inquisition is necessarily biased against anyone claiming to be a victim. The chair will do a Darvo, deny, attack, and reverse, and the chair will then become the victim. Very important to do that. Next, if the victim has any supporters in businesses, you find a way to silence them and torment them. So one way to do that is to activate the gun division. And in the gun division, that's an excellent way to highlight class. And so what they do is that they claim that anyone supporting the victims or anyone who says they're a victim is actually a privileged person, right? Because we have to pull every privileged card. They didn't fight Zia, they speak too much English, that kind of stuff. So the next thing you do is get someone to accuse them, saying that in the sun I went to get my work or something and they got their guard to pull their gun out at me. Now do be careful, because if it happens to be something like a school, they have excellent CCTV and it can be discredited. So other than a school, try and make sure there's not much CCTV, or that while you're talking and saying just a week ago or a month ago, suddenly panic and say, no, it was a year ago, so that they don't have footage. Okay? Important to do that. Now, once you've pulled every kind of privilege nonsense on them, you're privileged this, you're privileged that, you will also scream. You will necessarily scream that you have pretty privilege if one of them happens to be slightly good looking, or a bonus if they're a model. I mean, if they've modeled, degrade, 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 degrade. Oh, you're just pretty, or you're just stupid, you're just a model, oh, just a model, just a model, just a model. That's equivalent to doing nothing in your life. That's equivalent to certifying them useless enough, So that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And of course, after you've done all that, remember what I talked about yesterday? Almost slap, silencing, all of that. So once you've done all that successfully, then what you do is very important. You activate a special gaslighting unit. You reach out and you declare yourself a friend. Now the person might go, hey, what kind of friends do this? But no, you keep gaslighting them, but we're your friends, we're your friends, we're your friends. Don't let them say anything else. I mean, if necessary, surround them, hold your hands in a chain and scream, Dosti aisa na tha, until they shut the fuck up. Got it? Excellent. If the friend thing doesn't work, go ahead and pull the family card. A lot of young feminists luckily don't know that the family is probably the most rotten institution and the seat to patriarchy, and we're fighting against it and fighting against it. But luckily they may not know enough theory, so pull the family card. We are like family. It doesn't matter that the majority of them are being tormented in their family. Try and convince them that you're providing an alternate family, because we are invested in patriarchy after all. Whew. Is this enough? Is this enough? No. Because we do need to teach you how to break strong women. We do need to teach you how to break strong women. One thing to do is to keep reminding them that we're not a court. We're not even a registered organization. We don't have harassment policies. We don't have abuse policies. And before you activate the almost slap, keep yelling that this is not a court. You will not get justice here. So once you've cemented the idea that no justice can happen, that is when you go almost thrush. Just lunge, just a little bit of violence. थोड़ी सी violence. बस थोड़ी सी violence है, कुछ इतनी ज़्यादा तो नहीं हुई ना. I wish they could just shut up until we die, so then people can silence them culturally and religiously. I mean, you do have to die, unfortunately. Anyway, I am so glad I'm part of such a large network of such supportive and lovely feminists, and I really do appeal to you. I know that you will buy my playbook, Zalalat, for sure. I know you're enjoying reading my words. I know that every email is giving you so much joy. I'm so aware of that. So I'm really overjoyed, and thank you for your support, and so many of you have reached out to pledge complete solidarity with me. So please do me the favor of pressing like, subscribe, and share this with everyone. Make me a viral sensation, please, because you are my supporters. I cannot thank you enough.